On this day in history, June 13th, 1325, Ibn Battuta begins his travels, leaving his home in Tangiers to travel to Mecca, gone for 24 years. Included in the following is an excerpt from the 1944 edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica, going over the history of Ibn Battuta, as well as his early travels. Ibn Battuta, i.e. Abu Abdullah Muhammad, surnamed Ibn Battuta. Born 1304, died 1378. The greatest of Muslim travelers, was born at Tangiers in 1304. He entered on his travels in 1325 and closed them in 1355. He began by traversing the Mediterranean coast from Tangier to Alexandria, marrying twice on the road. After some time at Cairo and an unsuccessful attempt to reach Mecca from Aidhab, on the west coast of the Red Sea, he visited Palestine, Aleppo, and Damascus. He then made the pilgrimage to Mecca and Medina, and visited the shrine of Ali at Nehef, Mashhad Ali, traveling to Basra, and traveling the mountains of Khuzestan to Isfahan, thence to Shiraz, and back to Kufa and Baghdad. After an excursion to Mosul and Diyarbakir, he made the Hajj a second time, staying at Mecca 3 years. He next sailed down the Red Sea to Aden, then a place of great trade. The singular position of which he describes, noting its dependence for water supply upon the great cisterns restored in modern times, he continued his voyage down the African coast, visiting among other places Mombasa and Quila, or Kilwa. Returning north, he passed by the chief cities of Oman to New Hormuz, which about 1315 had been transferred to its famous island site from the mainland, Old Hormuz. After visiting other parts of the Gulf, he crossed Arabia to Mecca, making the Hajj for the 3rd time. Crossing the Red Sea, he made a journey to Aswan, Cyan, and along the Nile to Cairo. After this, traveling through Syria, he made a circuit among the petty Turkish states. He now crossed the Black Sea to Kaffa, then mainly occupied by the Genoese, and apparently the first Christian city he had seen, for he was much perturbed by the bell ringing. He next traveled into Kipchak, the Mongol Khanate of Russia, and joined the camp of the reigning Khan Mohammad Uzbeg, from whom the Uzbeg race is perhaps named. Among other places in this empire, he traveled to Bulgar, 54 degrees 54 minutes north, in order to witness the shortness of the summer night, and desired to continue his travels north into the Land of Darkness, in the extreme north of Russia, but he was obliged to forego this. Returning to the Khan's camp, he joined the cortege of one of the Khatuns, who was a Greek princess, and in her train traveled to Constantinople, where he had an interview with the Emperor Andronikos III the Younger, 1328 to 1341. He tells how, as he passed the city gates, he heard the guards muttering Sarokinu. Returning to the court of Uzbeg, at Sarai on the Volga, he crossed the steppes to Khorzim and Bokhara, thence through Khorasan and Kabul, and over the Hindu Kush, to which he gives that name its first occurrence. He reached the Indus in 1333.